What is going on, fight fans? So today we have a special thrill of the fight for you. It's probably the saltiest player that I've ever came across. Here's the thing when it comes to spam. There's two sides to the coin, right? There's those who do the spamming, which is always obviously frustrating for most players. People don't want to have to deal with that. And I completely can empathize with that, right? No one wants to have to consistently deal with it and do the things that they need to do to avoid it. They rather just have a normal fight, right? Me, I'm in the boat where I prefer that it didn't exist, but I also love the feeling of completely stifling somebody who's spamming and letting them know that there are people out there that can completely stop you from doing that, so that it can make them maybe hopefully think twice about it and maybe try to figure out other strategies to try to win. But the other side of the coin of spamming is the excuse factor. There are people that know that there's spamming that exists out there, and then every time that there's something that happens to them that they can't understand, they just chalk it up to, hey man, you're doing something. You're exploiting this game in some way, right? And that's exactly the case with this gentleman that I fought in this video. It got to a point where it didn't matter what I was doing. Defense, offense, he was complaining about it all. Simply because he just couldn't, maybe he didn't understand what was happening to him or what have you. But as you guys know, if I want to throw hard punches, I know exactly how to throw them. I know how to mask them, then throw them. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's an exploit that's happening or a spam that's happening or that I'm reading something, I'm doing something. It's just simply that I'm making you miss. I'm making you pay for your missing. And I know how to hit you hard when I want to hit you hard, right? So without any further ado, this is a crazy fun journey. Let's go ahead and jump into that specific fight. All right, here we go. Here we go. There's a guy right there. We ready to get it on.
Mouthpiece is in, seconds out.
He's shaking off the cobwebs, getting ready to go. Of course, as always, touching gloves. That's the gentleman thing to do in a gentleman's sport. And I'm always very tentative in the beginning. I like to start off using my jab, right? Kind of test the defense of my opponent, right? And I'm always paying attention also to the sounds of the crowd. The sounds of the thumps and the sounds of the crowd are indicative of if you landed, right? Because we know that there's desync issues. So we have to know, here we rocked them. We rocked them very, very easily too. We have to know what's what, right? Sometimes you may think you landed, but if the crowd don't give you a noise, you ain't land. Here he got me really good with a right hook. So we're doing some defense to avoid him. Hit him with a clean 1-2. 1-2 again, and a hook, and another hook, a right hook, body hook. He got us with a really clean uppercut there, but he's not capitalizing on it, which is perfect for us. We're fine. If you want to be tentative when you're rocking us, we'll take it, right? We'll take it. If I don't have to do anything to exert any energy or anything like that using defense, I'll take that. He's really good with his uppercuts, by the way. He's throwing really good uppercuts. He's throwing a lot of them. I don't know exactly what he's doing in terms of that right hand, how he's going up with it, almost like he's doing an uppercut motion. Ooh, we got him real good with that straight right. Obviously, we pulled that straight right back before we threw it so we could have more on it, of course. As the game is looking for that travel distance, we're giving it that travel distance that it's looking for. Throwing down the pipe, hook, another right hook, a left hook, he got hurt, left, ooh, my goodness. Dropped him, clean. We hit him with the right hook, the left hook. Now remember, guys, the thing that I'm doing is I'm moving like this, and then I'm throwing, right? So I'm giving it that travel distance, but I'm trying to mask it by not always moving and throwing. Sometimes I move and I don't throw. Sometimes I move and I do throw. So you don't know when it's coming. but it still gives the punch the travel distance that the game is looking for me to get that damage in. He's trying to throw some stuff, but we're defending very, very well. What happens over time as I'm fighting somebody, like even just subconsciously, I start getting a lot of their timing, a lot of their tendencies, right? And it lets me kind of be more defensively responsible while still creating some good offense. So I think I started to nullify. We got hit again with a beautiful left hook. He's trying to get us. We're trying to get him. He keeps doing this thing. I don't know what that's for. I'm wondering if he does MMA and he's doing this, and that's just like a tendency that he has. Oh, got him again. Boom. Right there, he put his hands down like what's happening. You can tell him kind of he's doing what's going on. Again, guys, there's no secret to it. It's literally just boom.
Hey, are
boom,
you okay?
Right? Boom. Not just throwing it, but throwing my body into it, like bringing my body down and around. All of that adds to the travel distance. So here he's like, oh, bro, all you doing is hooking, bro. You're just hooking. So I'm showing him different like little combinations, right? Kind of playing into like trolling him a little bit for just going, hey, you're just windmilling or whatever, right? So I'm gonna show him it ain't no windmill, buddy. This hand stays up here and we're moving our bodies. It ain't a windmill. So in the next round, the whole time I'm gonna be kind of like trolling, showing him my hand and then throwing the hooks. we're gonna see it in the next one. But the salt doesn't end with my offense. It doesn't end with my offense. There's gonna be a point where even with the defense, he's just incredibly frustrated, right? So I'm showing him my hands. Boom. I'm showing him my hands. Look, I'm going like this. Boom, and hitting him. So I'm showing him my hands the entire time, right? Got my hand up. Boom. Showing him my hands. Boom. Showing it on the screen so he sees it, right? So you guys can see it too. Boom. See? Showing him my hands. Boom. Left hook, right hook. He got me with a good right hook there. Threw it straight. I'm showing him my hands the whole time. Boom, boom, boom. Got him. Clean. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. That one was crazy. That one was absolutely crazy because he had his hands down, so it probably added to it. And I hit him exactly when his hands was down, and it was a full 70. Now he's completely confused. I'm showing him, look, my hand was here the entire time, buddy. My hand was here the entire time when I hit you. So I'm letting him know, like, there ain't no tomfoolery going on. I had my hand here the entire time. He hit me with a really good right hand. But we put our defense, and now look, he's upset that I'm moving my head. Look. So now he's mimicking me moving my head. So he's upset in my head movement. He doesn't like my head movement. He doesn't like my offense. He absolutely doesn't like anything that I'm doing. He doesn't want me to defend myself. He doesn't want me to hit him, basically. So we get him with good hooks, right? He got us with something real good there. I'm moving my head. Boom. Go throw for the jab. Go to the body. Upstairs. Hook. Boom, boom. Boom. Again. He's hurt. He's confused again. He doesn't understand. Meanwhile, the whole time I'm constantly showing him my hands so he can see that my hands are up and I'm not doing whatever he was mimicking. Now he's upset again. Head movement. He is so frustrated from the head movement. I'm like, buddy, I don't know what you want me to do, buddy. What do you want me to do? Just let you hit me? So like now I'm just kind of trolling him. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. And I'm looking around saying, no, almost like trying to let him know, this is what you're looking like, buddy. This is what you're looking like. And of course, he's over it. He's over it. He can't deal. He can't deal with the hits, and he also can't even deal with the defense.
Your winner is the red
So of course we win, right? This is kind of silly to me. At the end of the day, there are people that whenever they just don't know what's happening, they just chalk it up to something is off, something is wrong, someone's doing something that they shouldn't be doing. When in reality, is just simply that there are things that you don't know. And just because there are things that you don't know doesn't mean that the person across the screen from you is doing something that they shouldn't be doing, right? But that's the other side of the coin when it comes to spamming, the concept of spamming. There's people that spam, and then there's also people that use spam, the understanding that spam exists in a particular game or what have you, as an excuse for everything that goes wrong when they're actually when they're fighting and they're losing, right? I know how to hit you hard if I want to hit you hard. I don't always do it, but I do it in times where I time everything to ensure that I'm masking it as much as possible. Because the game does require that distance traveled, you have to kind of be clever with the way you punch. You could do 1, 2, 3, right? You could hit people with the 1, 2, 3, but when you hit them with the 1, 2, 3, when you do that, you're just piling up small points. When you are thinking of wanting to actually knock somebody down or put some big damage on them, you gotta go boom, 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 right? You have to dip and come up. You gotta give them that motion, because that way you add travel distance to it and you add more to the damage. He had his hands down in that particular last part right there, and I caught him clean flush with the left hook, and it dropped him, and that probably added more to his frustration, because that was a flash knockdown, which he probably was not expecting, because those aren't as common. They're pretty rare, because you have to hit 70 damage. But I think that one was because he had his hands down, and I probably hit him with like a 65, 67, and then the rest of it was kind of put in there percentage wise based off of his hands being low. He was also doing this a lot, which makes me feel like he may be of MMA experience, as this, if you have this as your subconscious kind of like knee-jerk reaction to blocking, that might be a thing that you're used to. But either way, had a blast with the fight. Kudos to the guy, right? No hard feelings to him. But if he ever watches this, just know that there was nothing going on other than you could watch my videos on how I explain how to hit hard. And with the head movement, brother, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to sit there and just let you hit me. I am going to move my head. I am going to block. I am going to do things to make it hard for you to get your offense going while I get my offense going. That's just the nature of combat sports as a whole. That's literally combat sports. If you're mad at me for doing what I'm supposed to be doing in combat sports, I truly don't know what to say. I'm sorry if that bothered you. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you guys believe that there are spammers, and then there's people that use the concept of spamming to basically complain about everything that happens to them that they don't understand in any video game, not just Thrill of the Fight, but in particular for this, Thrill of the Fight 2. Are there people out there that feel that way? Do you feel that way? Do you feel that when things happen to you, it's probably somebody spamming or somebody doing something weird or whatever? Let me know down in the comment section below so we can have a conversation. And of course, as always, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.